Hey everyone, ready for a deep dive into a story that's pretty amazing.
I'm ready.
We're talking about Jemima Osunde,
Oh, wow.
a Nigerian actress who has been doing incredible things while quietly dealing with a chronic illness
Right.
for the past 3 years.
Yeah.
It really makes you wonder,
It does.
how does she do it?
Yeah.
And that's what we are going to uncover today.
I think it's so interesting, that Jemima's story.
Yeah.
It isn't about like some miracle cure or,
Right.
pretending that everything is perfect.
Yeah.
It's about resilience.
Yeah.
But like in a real relatable way,
Yeah.
it makes you think like, what can I learn
Right.
from how she handles this?
Exactly. And, for those who maybe haven't seen her work,
Yeah.
Jemima Osunde is a rising star in the Nigerian film industry.
Okay.
You might know her from shows like Shuga, The Johnsons, and My Wife and I.
Okay.
She was born in Lagos, Nigeria. And her passion for acting started early.
Oh.
I mean, school plays,
Right.
local theater.
Yeah.
She even got a degree in theater arts
Wow.
from the University of Lagos.
That background probably gave her a real advantage, don't you think?
I think so, yeah.
I mean, think about the discipline and collaborative spirit you need in theater.
Yeah.
Those are skills that translate to life's challenges, too.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
But imagine this. You're building this amazing career, and then suddenly your body throws you a curveball.
Oh, gosh.
About 3 years ago,
Yeah.
Jemima started experiencing these vague symptoms.
Oh, no.
Fatigue, joint pain. The sources really emphasize how unsettling that time was for her.
Oh, yeah.
It wasn't even just the physical stuff.
Right.
It was the not knowing
Right.
that can really mess with you.
Absolutely. That unknown is so scary.
And we don't know exactly what her illness is,
Yeah.
but the sources do mention debilitating fatigue and chronic pain.
Right.
And these are common challenges
Yeah.
for so many people battling chronic conditions. It's
Yeah.
important to acknowledge that toll it takes on you,
Absolutely.
both physically and mentally.
Yeah. Yeah.
And then after countless tests
Ugh.
and doctor visits,
Wow.
she finally got a diagnosis,
Okay.
a chronic illness.
Okay.
That word chronic just hits differently, doesn't it?
It really does.
It's not a quick fix.
Yeah.
It changes your whole outlook.
Totally.
The sources describe a really tough period after the diagnosis.
Oh.
Surgeries, hospitalizations,
Oh, God.
daily medication.
Oh, wow.
Just trying to imagine that is overwhelming.
It is.
Jemima's commitment to intensive therapy,
Yeah.
coupled with her discipline with diet and exercise,
Mm-hmm.
it really shows how proactive she is
He does.
about managing her illness.
Yeah.
And that's such a valuable lesson for anyone
Mm-hmm.
facing a health challenge.
Yeah.
Taking ownership of your recovery
Right.
can be really empowering.
It can.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And I was really struck by the fact that she was still so early
Yeah.
in her career. Right when all of this happened, it
Huh.
takes so much energy to make a name for yourself,
Mm-hmm.
especially in a field like acting.
Yeah.
To do all of that while battling a chronic illness,
Yeah.
I'm in awe.
It's amazing.
It really is.
And it wasn't just the physical side.
Right.
Imagine going through surgeries, hospitalizations,
Yeah.
and still trying to memorize lines.
Oh my God.
Talk about dedication.
Wow.
The sources also talk about her struggles with depression,
Yeah.
anxiety, and isolation.
Mm-hmm.
It's a reminder that illness affects the whole person.
It does, yeah.
Whole person.
But wouldn't taking smaller roles be seen as like a step back
Right.
in her career?
Yeah.
How did she reconcile that with her ambitions?
That's such a good question.
Yeah.
It seems like for Jemima,
Yeah.
adapting her workload wasn't about giving up.
Right.
It was about prioritizing her health
Okay.
while still pursuing her passion.
Okay.
And that speaks to a level of self-awareness
Mm-hmm.
and maturity.
Yeah.
That's really admirable.
It is.
She found ways to work within her limitations
Yeah.
without sacrificing her dreams.
Right.
Yeah.
Reading about Jemima's story
Mm-hmm.
made me think about my own experiences with setbacks.
Oh, interesting.
It's inspiring to see how she reframed her challenges
Yeah.
as opportunities.
What's fascinating here is that Jemima didn't let the illness define her.
Yeah.
After months of grappling with her diagnosis and the limitations it imposed,
Yeah.
Jemima made a conscious decision.
Wow.
She wouldn't let the illness define her.
Okay.
This marked a turning point in her journey.
Wow.
Yeah.
Yeah, it really makes you think about what true strength is, right?
Mm-hmm.
It's not about ignoring the hard things.
Yeah.
It's about, like, finding a way through it.
Right.
And Jemima didn't just get through it.
Yeah.
She thrived.
Wow.
The sources talk about her dedication to her recovery, intensive therapy, dietary changes, regular exercise.
Wow.
She really committed to putting her health first.
And that's where her theater background might have come in handy again.
Oh, yeah.
All that discipline and focus.
Right.
But it wasn't a quick fix, though.
Right.
Recovery from any chronic illness is a marathon,
Yeah.
not a sprint.
So true.
Yeah.
It's easy to get discouraged when you don't see results instantly.
Oh, absolutely.
But she kept going,
Wow.
even when it was slow.
Yeah.
And get this, she continued acting.
Wow, really?
She adapted
Okay.
by taking smaller roles,
Right.
adjusting her workload to fit her health needs.
I wonder if there were ever times when she thought about giving up acting completely.
Yeah.
Did she ever think, like, is this all worth it?
That's a good point. The sources don't really go into that.
Right.
But, winning the Best Actress Award at the African Magic Viewers' Choice Awards
Oh, wow.
in 2017 must have been huge for her.
That's amazing.
Not just professionally,
Yeah.
but personally as well.
For sure, winning that award wasn't just professional for her,
Yeah.
it was a symbol of her resilience. It proved that even with her struggles, her talent and dedication shined through.
Right.
That's a powerful message for anyone facing similar challenges.
Yeah. It's like she was saying, this illness might be part of my life, but it doesn't define me.
Right.
You know something else that really struck me?
What's that?
Was how much the sources emphasized the role her family and friends played.
Oh, wow. Yeah.
They were her rock.
Mm-hmm.
They offered unwavering support,
Wow.
encouragement, and positivity.
Yeah.
It really makes you realize how important having a strong support system is,
It is.
especially when you're going through something difficult.
Sometimes the most powerful support is just being there.
Yeah.
Jemima's story reminds us to cherish the people who are there for us through good times and bad, and to be that support for the people we care about.
Absolutely.
But,
yeah.
it's also okay to need some time alone
Right.
to process your emotions and find your own strength.
Yeah, that's a great point. It's about finding that balance
Exactly.
between leaning on others
Yeah.
and tapping into your inner strength.
Exactly. Jemima's story isn't just about overcoming a health challenge. It's about living a full and meaningful life despite it.
Right.
She's not superhuman.
Right.
She acknowledges that there are hard days, but she shows us that it's possible to find joy and fulfillment, even when life throws you curveballs.
It makes you realize that strength isn't always what we think it is.
Yeah.
It's not always about ignoring the pain or pretending that everything's fine.
Yeah.
It's about balance,
Right.
honoring your limits, and still chasing your dreams.
Yeah, her willingness to be open about her journey,
Yeah.
to share both the highs and lows, is a real gift.
Yeah,
It normalizes the experience of living with a chronic illness.
it does.
And it reminds us that we don't have to go through hard times alone.
That's so true. And her story isn't over.
Right.
She's still acting. She's still inspiring people.
That's wonderful.
It's a reminder that life can be full of joy, purpose, and achievement,
Right.
even with a chronic illness.
Absolutely.
If Jemima can accomplish all this while managing a chronic illness, what can we do when we face our own challenges?
That's the question, isn't it? How do we get that same resilience in our own lives? It's not about like being immune to hardship. It's more like having the tools and the right mindset to get through it.
Yeah, for me, it's about finding your sources of strength, whether it's a support system, a passion that drives you, or a belief that you can get past anything.
Right.
What about you? What resonates with you the most from Jemima's story?
I think for me, it's the self-compassion. Jemima's story shows us that it's okay to struggle, to have setbacks, to need help.
Yeah.
And it's in those times that we're vulnerable that we often find our greatest strength.
That's a really good point.
Yeah.
We put so much pressure on ourselves to
Right.
always be strong,
Yeah.
to have it all figured out. Jemima shows us that real strength is about recognizing when you need help and allowing yourself to lean on others.
Yeah. And everyone's journey is different.
Yeah.
There's no right way to be resilient. It's about what works for you,
Right.
what helps you stay focused,
Right.
even when things are tough.
Yeah, absolutely. It's about accepting that life is messy and imperfect
Right.
and finding the good parts even when things are hard.
Yeah.
Jemima Osunde's story is really powerful.
It is.
She shows us how strong the human spirit can be.
Yeah.
She gives us hope and inspires us.
It's been amazing taking this deep dive with you into Jemima's story.
It has.
We talked about her early life, her passion for acting, how her diagnosis impacted her,
Right.
the ups and downs of her treatment and recovery.
Yeah.
But what really stands out is her ability to not just cope, but thrive.
Yeah.
Her story makes us think about what strength and resilience mean.
Mm-hmm.
It shows us the power of having a good support system
Right.
and how to find inspiration even when things are hard.
So here's something to think about. If a chronic illness didn't stop Jemima from going after her dreams, what's stopping you from chasing yours? What's holding you back? And how can you start to push past those limits? Remember, resilience is something we can all build, so go out there, face those challenges, and create your own story of success.